Let's play Kirby. I'm in Dreamland. In the last episode, we completed level 4. And this episode, we're back for level 5, Yogurt Yard. Before we get too far in this episode, I want to know that today's episode is post-commentary. I apologize for that. I had some issues previously with my microphone. I think I explained this in my Minish Cap video for this week, but I think I did explain it a little bit further just to make sure. My microphone, my default microphone was actually set to my my webcam when I recorded this, which was awkward. I didn't mean to do that. I don't know why I did that. I didn't change anything manually because it just kind of switched over. So I just switched back to my headset. So I apologize for any previous, I don't know. And then the Minish Cap video this week, I realized the quality was a little weird because I had my boost on a little bit too high, so the quality seemed a bit grainy just because it was a little bit too loud. It was, Anyway, enough about microphones, because those are certainly a riveting topic. Hi. Hello. So, I've already recorded this one, so I already have a bunch of commentary and stuff, so I've given things like to talk about. But first thing I want to note, though, is that here, what we're going to do is we're going to go and skip that first area, and you're going to go to the left here, not to the right. I don't know why I went to the right first. We're going to go over to the left, and there's a secret door here that will get you one of the switches for the overworld. So press that. And that'll unveil this. I actually did practice this world. It's funny because I meant to practice for the last episode. I meant to practice that world, and I accidentally practiced. Like I have a save file that I've beaten the game with. So when I practiced this, or when I practiced for the last episode, I meant to practice World 4, but I accidentally practiced World 5 because I lost track of which level I was on, whatever. So I practiced this episode before the recording of last episode, so it was mixed. It's a little confusing, but so I know what I'm doing with this world a little bit more as before we started with last time. Even though last time didn't go so bad, but I think today's episode is going a little bit better. So I have a few things I already talked about, but I figured I can dabble on those again just because, hey, why not? We're back for Kirby again and explain a little bit more. So I have a cool little story to tell you guys about my life, my work, my job. So for those who don't know, I do work in a video game store. I work in a local store, so it's not a GameStop or anything. Like a certain beast made of water that happened to formerly work at a fast food place that I believe now works at a game store of sorts of a certain corporation. But I work in a local store, so it's locally owned. We only have 2 locations. We just opened up our second one, like a few months ago. So it's a small business to say the least. So in our store, we specialize in retro stuff. We specialize in we have new stuff as well. Like we have a bit of everything, but we mostly specialize in retro stuff. So N64. Well, I mean. I wouldn't say, like N64, NES, Super NES, going all the way back to Atari, ColecoVision, all that jazz. And another thing we do is because we're a small business, we're very community driven. So we like to have events and whatnot for for the town, but also for our frequent customers or whatever. So one of the town events we do is we do Super Smash Brothers tournaments every once in a while. We host them at a local tea center, and you're gonna go in this top door here, not the lower one, to fight bonkers here. And we host Smash Brothers tournaments, and so as of recently, usually what we would do is I have a friend, or I would bring my Wii, or because we have a bunch of stuff, we have systems and stuff, we have an N64 with the game that has all the characters all the characters unlocked on it. But then with the GameCube and the Wii, it's a little bit more complicated because the GameCube, we need to get a memory card, copy that over, so it's not really a big deal. But with the Wii one, our Wii doesn't have all the characters unlocked on it, so that's been an issue. As far as I know, you can't copy Wii data. So as of recently, I would need to bring my Wii, I had a friend bring his, whatever, and we had prepared that for the tournament. But my boss, I talked to him about it, and we're like, we can't really do that, it's not really professional, we need to make sure we have our own stuff and we're prepared on our own, we have to rely on someone else. So, because we had a few close calls over, someone couldn't bring their thing, and, someone had to leave and go get something, so it was a little complicated, but we worked it all out. But so, what we want to do now is we want to, get a Wii with all the characters unlocked. Now, instead of, going out and trying to find a Wii that has everything on it, my boss told me that, alright, hey Cyrus, you do most of the organization for all these tournaments and stuff, why don't you, if you're in the store and it's a slow day, why don't you just hook up the Wii and unlock all the characters? And I'm like, you serious? I get to play Smash Brothers and you can pay me to play Smash Brothers and unlock characters? Like, yeah, why not? Like, okay. Because you expect working in video games for it to be mostly just playing game jazz, but it's work. We gotta price stuff and you know, organize stuff and, you know, get stuff up on sale and sell stuff to people. And we have a whole online thing we have to do, selling games online and whatnot. Some Amazon shipping, you know, packaging. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. But you know, every once in a while, you know, we get a cool occasion like this where it's like, okay, yeah, you're gonna get to play a video game and get paid to do so. So, I've been playing the Subspace Emissary recently, and I missed that. It was fun. I really do think the Subspace Emissary is kind of underrated in my opinion. I mean, not only on its own is it a fairly good like standalone kind of thing, but it also, you know, it was a very good and intuitive way to have the to unlock the characters in Brawl, I think, because Melee was like, you know, okay, you have to, you know, you have to Brawl for, you know, or you have to have, you know, your match times total over, you know, 25 hours or whatever to unlock Mewtwo, and you know, being the kid that I wasn't gonna play for that long. So, you know, I'll put on 99 stock, or, you know, on like 10 stock, whatever, and then, you know, leave it on overnight. But with Brawl, you know, you could play up the Emissary, unlock the characters for that, and whatever, you know, it was fun. So, through that, you know, it just, you know, I've just been having a lot of fun with it. I've been playing it through recently, you know, and it's cool because, I mean, it not only is it fairly replayable, because, you know, you can choose your different characters and stuff, but there's a lot of hidden stuff, and all the trophies and everything, and, I don't know, it's just a lot of fun, especially towards the end. You know, some people complain about the ending where it's like, you know, oh, it's really tedious with the Great Maze and everything, but I always thought that was fun. I always just thought it was a cool, like, thing where you got to explore and go to all these different areas, all these different characters that you like, you know, from all different, you know, all these different Nintendo games. I just thought it was really fun, and I mean, I know that in certain communities like ours, you know, it's not looked down upon, but you know, I know plenty of people that don't like Subspace Emissary because they think it's, you know, unnecessary, boring, or, you know, whatever. But, you know, I would tell, you know, if you're one of the people who don't like Subspace Emissary, I recommend you go try it again, because I don't know, not only, you know, like I said earlier, it's a good way to unlock characters and everything, but it's also like, it gave Smash Brothers that single player element it really needed. Like before that, like you can have my Melee player, so if you can do adventure and you can do like the, you know, the events, like the tasks or whatever, but like that can only really last you so long, you know. But I just felt like Subspace Emissary, you know, in addition to the classic and adventure and all that, and like the boss rush mode or whatever, like that was there, but like you had all this extra stuff you could do with the Emissary, and it was like an actual story. You know, you had all these really cool cutscenes and all these really cool, like, you know, there was no like talking or anything or no voice acting, but like, you know, all the characters, you know, you could really, like, when something happened, you could tell what was going on just, you know, through their gestures and their gestures and their, you know, the little grunts they would make or whatever. And it's funny too, you know, the characters just do some funny stuff, and it's just like, you know, you giggle at it. So, you know, so if you're not a huge fan of Subspace Emissary, I'd recommend you pick that up again, just because it's a blast. I really enjoyed it. And I'm still playing it now, and I'm really digging it. So, you know, you get the old Cycopather recommends Super Smash Bros. Subspace Emissary. You know, I say, you know, there's some people in the community that do like it, because, you know, we, you know, over on LPU, my good friends Noah and Brian did Subspace Emissary first, so. I remember when that first came out, I watched the first episode, I was like, how are you, why? You know, they weren't very good at it. You know, no intentional flack, but, you know, had a certain someone made a few video responses, things would have gone a little bit differently. But yeah, that's a thing. There's a Subspace Emissary. You know, it's funny, because I don't play that again on my own now, but like, I don't know, I have to get one of those Wii U game controller adapters, because I have my Wii U, and I have a Wii, but it's, I don't know, it's like not mine. That's a whole complicated shindig, whatever. It's a family thing. So either I piss someone off and bring my Wii up into my own room and play that for a bit, or, you know, I get one of those adapters, which I think I might want to do, because I don't know if the control layout's going to be the same or not, or if you can map buttons or something. Sorry. Oh, tired. I woke up like an hour ago, so. But like if the button layout or the mapping is different, I gotta figure, you know, get used to that as well. Because fucking, I refuse to learn to play Smash with a goddamn Wii remote. Shit's not happening, no. If I'm gonna play, you know, fucking the new Smash Bros. Game. I'm gonna play it with a game controller. That line there gives you flame, so don't worry about like a cool power or anything. He just gives you. I think it's flaming actually, not fire, but so don't really worry about that. I don't think you need it either, so just don't worry about it. I would generally say take the mini boss's power or whatever, but in this scenario, it's not really a big deal. What was the last thing I talked about? Because I remember things weren't generally well last time. I'm just trying to think about. See, this is the issue with post commentary is that like often, like in my case, whatever, I already recorded this, right, and I had a bunch of good stuff and it went well, but now I'm re-recording it. It's like, wait, what was I talking about again? Like, how was I doing the thing of who's? I don't remember the do's. What am I talking about? I fucking. I think we're on the boss now, aren't we? No, okay, one more level than the boss. Okay. Oh yeah, I think these videos. I said in World 1, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's probably gonna be, first few worlds, it'll be one world per video, but like, I don't think that these worlds are necessarily long enough where it's like, okay, we can, jeez, it's a, oh. The worlds aren't long enough where I can make it into 2 videos, because if I did 2 videos, it would be like 2, 6-minute videos, which, really isn't long enough, I don't think. And then, like, if I did it, if I did, like, if I did a 15-minute video, or like a 10-minute video, or whatever, that would get up to the boss, and then I would record the boss, and then, start the next world, it would just be a weird, lengthwise, video-wise, so, I think I'm just gonna try to stick to, I'm doing a one world video, and I was a little worried at first because I'm like, oh, it's not gonna be long enough because I gotta worry about Minish Cap and all that. But I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, I got Kirby's Adventure to do as well, and that one's a little bit harder, I think, so it's gonna take me a few more tries, maybe it'll be a little bit longer and all that jazz. So obligatory Kirby's Jesus joke. You need Hammer here to get through that. I'll keep that in mind for later. 100% in this game and all that too. I don't know if you're really gonna be covering that. I think I mentioned that I was. Sorry. Oh god, I'm tired. I think I mentioned that I was going to do that earlier on, but I don't know. I don't think I can do that just because, like, there are certain people that can play a game 100%, just fine. But I'm not one of those people. I don't know. For me, it's just like if I'm gonna play a game, 100%, I don't. I just generally don't. I prefer to just just to play the game to the extent that I enjoy it. And if I feel like a game is too short and I want to go back and that's another thing though. I like short games. I really like short games. Like if a game is don't use wheel there. I don't recommend that. Oh, there's a cut here. I forgot. Okay, I'll be sure to just be quiet for a minute then. No, we're gonna go ahead. Well, not yet, but we're gonna get to a cut later on because it's spoilers. But yeah, I do actually recommend using Tornado for this battle because it does make it somewhat easier. All right, so this boss here. Basically, what I recommend doing for this one is kind of just go and try to get him once. If you try to go, try to get him twice in one little smack, you're gonna just end up hurting yourself. So I do recommend just kind of, I recommend just trying to, keep it somewhat one hit per thing on this guy, just because your tornado's gonna run out. Also, don't fall off because that that generally is not fun. So just be careful, do your thing, have a party. Dance parties are fun. Like, don't get caught in those rivets or whatever. It makes it tougher. But Tornado, then again, I think Tornado has a use ability for this. And don't lose your ability either, because if you do, it's just a hassle. Because like you have to rely on those little butt missiles he shoots out, and it's just like they're just hard to keep track of. I think. So I don't really cut. Let's do 15 minutes. That's fine. I died there. Game over. Whatever. I was gonna cut this out originally, but whatever. We'll just show it again. Game over. Continue. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm really sorry. I was up late last night for a work thing. I had a cool. I had a good time. I had a work thing. It was like a. I probably shouldn't get into that. Okay, so one more try. This time, I think there was one time in this battle where I was able to hit him twice in the same tornado, but otherwise, I just recommend trying to just get him once, because if you try to hit him twice, it's just a hassle. So, and you're more likely to lose your tornado if you do that too. So, be careful with that. There's a burp. Take that. All right, try that again. Boomity boom boom boom. Ah! I gotta stop with the burping. Alrighty, hit him one. Just a few more hits here. Okay, I think it's like 3 more. I think I hit him twice here though. Okay, almost there. My computer just went on to screensaver for a second. That would have been bad. Alright, just about. And I think that is going to be it. I want to thank you all so very much for watching this wonderful little Let's Play Kirby Nightmare Dreamland. In the next episode, we're going to take on level 6, which is Ice Cream Island, I think? Alright? Orange Ocean. Okay, never mind. Anyway, I will see you guys next time for Orange Ocean here on Let's Play Kirby Nightmare Dreamland. See you guys then. Bye.